Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Welcome back to yet another episode of Talking TVL. And drumroll, please. Happy TVL Takes the Field Day. For those of you who are unaware, you're unfamiliar, a couple years back we launched the first ever TVL Takes the Field show, which is co-hosted by none other than Mr. Carl Prather himself. The entire show is really designed to get everyone hyped up for a high school football season, which I will say is officially upon us. And boy, do we have quite the show for you today. But before we get into what is happening today on TVL Takes the Field, we will rewind it back a little bit to earlier this week. We interviewed the founder of Orchestra Noir. Well, Shanika Wright interviewed him. She is the host of Sounds of the Valley, ahead of their concert that's happening tomorrow at the VBC. And I have the interview for you right here, so let's take a look.
Sounds of the Valley is sponsored by the Huntsville Symphony Orchestra.
Classical music with a modern twist. That's probably the best way to describe Orchestra Noir. The ensemble brings Black culture to the forefront, blending the sounds of different genres like hip-hop, R&B, and more into a beautiful blend brought to life through the live orchestra. The man behind the all-Black ensemble, Maestro Jason Akeem Rogers, says he's always had a lifelong passion for classical music.
I was a piano major and got a bachelor's in piano. And then somewhere in there, I really started liking orchestral music. I graduated in conducting with my master's. I started basically going to Europe, because in Europe, the orchestra is big. It's where the culture started. Orchestra culture, symphony culture, of course. So I was guest conducting in Italy and London and winning awards in conducting.
But he did notice something in those crowds. The crowds weren't very diverse, and Jason wanted to change that perspective.
I was like, there needs to be more Black people on stage for symphony concerts and more Black people in the audience. Mm-hmm. Now, what can I do with my experiences of, coming from the Black culture? How can I change this demographic?
And that's what he did when he founded Orchestra Noir back in 2016, planting the ensemble's roots right in Atlanta, Georgia.
It caught on pretty quickly in Atlanta. It did. One of the first major artists to reach out to us was the Migos.
Ah, yeah.
The Migos. Yep. If you look at their song Dead, if you look at the music video, that's us.
Wow.
That's us, yep. And Quavo, I remember walking on set, Quavo was just shaking his head like, yep, that's what I want. Yep, that's the look right there.
The orchestra would quickly spread its reach far beyond just the South, with more high-profile opportunities coming from appearing on Jimmy Fallon with rapper 2 Chainz to landing major sponsored collaborations.
Red Bull started to support us and give us sponsorship, and also we did a Red Bull Symphonic concert, the first one in North America. That was with Rick Ross.
Yeah.
And, so it's been a journey, and we've just been so excited and feel so honored to be in this position.
Now, Orchestra Noir is hitting the road again to bring their talents to stages all across the country. The brand new Culture 2000 tour is kicking off right here in Huntsville this summer.
I really enjoyed starting the tour off last year in Huntsville. It's just something about, being part of that rocket city, that liftoff. So it's like we're going to space. We're going to have to blast off. So we started in Huntsville, and I want to keep that. I said, let's keep that tradition.
That big show is set for August 16th at the Von Braun Center, and it'll bring back all the Y2K nostalgia.
Trying to keep it as raw as possible to, give you that experience and really transport you to that early 2000s, late 90 culture.
Yeah. I mean, I'm 28, but I'm like, take me back to Y2K.
Right.
I'm ready. Jason says he's still trying to wrap his head around just how much Orchestra Noir has grown in just under a decade.
When I started the concept, it was like, okay, I hope that we can do this. I hope that we can provide good concerts in Atlanta. Like that was my main thing. Mm-hmm. And then when I started to hear people, no, you gotta come to Birmingham. No, you gotta come here. You gotta come to LA. To think that we are a national brand now, a national act, it makes me so proud.
And while we're talking about feelings, Jason says he wants the show to leave a lasting impact on the audience.
I want you to feel like when you leave, you had a time, you know. You had a time. You turned up, but you also dived deep into our culture in a whole new, exciting way.
A night of orchestra noir coming to the Rocket City soon.
That does look like a time. Shanika, thank
Again, that is happening this weekend at the VBC. Make sure you get your tickets and attend. It is going to be quite the time, if I do say so myself, okay? Well, today on TVL Takes the Field, listen, this year's show involves an entire hour of friendly high school football competition. Peyton and Carl are going head-to-head on a series of challenges throughout the entire show. We will be keeping score behind the scenes to see who wins each challenge. We're going to keep tallies, and the person with the least amount of wins by the end of the show will have to face a very, very fun consequence, which I will say I have yet to see done in person. I've only ever seen this sort of consequence when it comes to a competition happen on TV or in movies. So the fact that I get to experience this live in studio in action at 11 a.m., I'm very excited, and I hope you all are as well. And you have the opportunity to watch as well on tvliving.com if you want to live stream it there, or of course on your Roku or whatever you're watching Tennessee Valley Living on today. Make sure that you're tuned in at 11 for all of that. Couple of challenges that's going to happen today. We've got cheer chanting with the cheer captains of James Clemens High School. We've got the Albertville High dance line. They're going to host a little tryout situation with Peyton and Carl, which I'm very excited about that one. And then your girl, me, hi, we're doing a trivia on high school football around North Alabama area. And we're going to do a coach pep talk challenge as well. So pretty fun. I'm excited. We've got cheer, we've got dance. We've got pep talk, and then an unrelated challenge. We have a drumline 101 class happening as well. So we're going to learn different drums that are in the drum line, and I'm very excited about that, like the cymbals and snare drum, all the different things. So make sure you're tuned in at 11 for today's show. It is going to be fun. I'm very pumped, and I hope you all are as well. But with that being said, it's 10:08, which means you have 52 minutes, I'm good at math, 52 minutes until Tennessee Valley Living is live on your devices. I hope to see you all there, and I will talk to you tomorrow's Saturday. I'll talk to you all on Monday for an all-new episode of Talking TVL.